Hey guys, it's Larissa Lee, nutrition and detox guru for you, the busy driven woman who is ready to gain her healthy rockin' bod. So you want to burn fat faster and skyrocket energy all through plant-based nutrition or detoxing with pure whole foods, then you are in the right place. I specifically talk to busy entrepreneurial women, busy professionals who feel like they just don't have the time or the motivation to lose the weight they want, to gain the energy they need, and to finally stay consistent on that lifestyle that they need. Because guys, you have to put yourself first, especially you're a professional entrepreneur and you're freaking busy. You have to. If this isn't right, like I've said before, nothing else matters. This matters. So tonight we are talking about bloating. Let me ask you guys some questions first to start off. Have you ever felt after eating a meal the discomfort, the fullness, the craziness? Hi, Sabrina. If you guys are hopping on, I always forget. If you guys are hopping on, say hello to me, yo. Say hi, right? And if you know somebody who can benefit from this video, share it out, Cub Scout. All right. So, have you ever felt like after eating a meal, it doesn't even have to be huge, that you feel totally discomfort, right? Like your belly is kind of growing as you're eating, and it's not in proportionate amounts. Have you ever felt like you just had a whole bunch of gas and you're just farting a lot? Now that's crazy, right? But we've all felt that, right? Have you ever felt or has anybody ever looked at you and been like, are you pregnant? I've had that before because my bloating was ridiculous, and that's no fun. That's embarrassing, right? You have to walk around with the constant sucking, and nobody wants that, right? Not at all. Not just because of the looks, but because it's just uncomfortable and not cool. So, what does bloating even mean? It just necessarily means that there's an excess of air in the abdomen. Hey Nikki, there's an excess of air in your abdomen, and that could be from the type of foods that you're eating, that could be from constipation, that could also be from different health issues, which we aren't going to dive into tonight. We're specifically talking to bloating related to the food that we're eating and related to constipation and how we can relieve that doing 3 things. Now, these aren't all the things, but I'm going to give you 3 quick tips tonight. So guys, if you're hopping on, say hello so I can see who I'm talking to. I don't think it's really fair that you guys can see me and I can't see you. You know what I'm saying? So say what's up. All right, anywho, first tip to get rid of bloating is to up your fiber intake. Now that means leafy greens, that means vegetables, that means whole grains. Hi, Tammy. That means fruits, things like that. Nuts, seeds, beans, things like that. Things that have real fiber. Insoluble fiber, not fake fiber that's found in cereals when you see the content of their fiber. No, not that. Not fake fiber that's found in whole wheat bread. Not fake fiber that's found in cereal bars or any other type of granola bars. Real, legit, insoluble fiber. Okay? Hey LaQuisha, how are you doing? Bloating, your favorite topic? Yay, well, I'm excited. We're talking about it then. So, get things that have real, insoluble fiber, guys, because this is the thing that's going to be able to as you're digesting that, which your body cannot break down insoluble fiber, by the way, this fiber is going to be scraping the sides of your intestines, not in a bad way, but it's going to be able to clean out the inside by using kind of like a Brillo pad, using a good scrubbing. So we need to increase that fiber so that we can make sure that food is flowing all the way through. Not only that, the good bacteria in our guts love fiber. They love it. They love it. And I know what you guys may be thinking, oh my gosh, when I increase my fiber intake, what happens? I fart. I get even more bloated. So how can increasing fiber get rid of my bloating? Now that is true for some people, especially people who are used to eating a diet that is full of, again, cereals, breakfast cereals that are high in sugar, granola bars, pastas, bagels, pastries for breakfast, donuts, whole wheat breads, right? Things that are readily absorbed into the bloodstream, like these simple sugars and simple carbs. Yes, when you up your fiber intake, you will notice more bloating, and that is because the bacteria in your gut isn't really ready to digest all that fiber, right? Because the bacteria in your gut is used to digesting cereals, breads, pastas, right? And that's the type of bacteria that's not able to properly digest healthier foods. And this is what I was talking about. Maybe it was that last week where I did a video on digestive health, right? Having that good ratio of good bacteria to bad bacteria, because that bacteria that can digest the processed sugars and all those things like that doesn't know how to assimilate those other types of foods that are high in fiber, right? So even if you're a person that has a diet predominantly and those types of foods I just mentioned, simple carbs and things that really cause excess gas, like excess sugars in your diet, then that bacteria isn't even going to be able to digest properly when you eat a salad if you're not eating it on the regular, because it's not used to those types of foods. So when you are introducing high fiber foods, your gut is like, these bacteria are like, oh my gosh, like, what is she doing? This is not the food that I like to eat. What is she thinking, right? So it goes haywire and starts to produce this excess gas, where you get the bloating, where you get the uncomfortability, and where you get the excess flatulence or farting, right? So guys, if you're hopping on, say hello. And I don't want to like murder your name. So, oh, Nadia. Nadea? I'll pronounce you by your last name. Love you too. So glad you love me. Yay. So, switching to that high fiber diet, increasing that fiber, can be uncomfortable at first. Will cause bloating at first for some people. Hi Tracy, how are you doing tonight? Again too, also, if you guys know that this can help somebody, share the video, because this is what this is about. It's about spreading the word, spreading the good news, and helping other people become healthier as well, right? So if you know anybody who can use this message, share it out. Hey Glennis, what's going on? So, when you start increasing these high fiber foods, yes, you're going to get the gas. Yes, you're going to get the bloating, because the gut bacteria needs time to turn over, right? You need time for that good gut bacteria to increase and the bad bacteria to decrease. So give it some time, right? And if you're having difficulty with that, you're still having uncomfortability and excess bloating, for more than like a few days or a week or so, then maybe cut back on the fiber and start to increase it gradually. But this will stop over time, okay? All right, so if you guys are hopping on again, say hello. I love this. I love saying hi to you guys. Number dos. We need to chew our food. And I know what you guys are saying again. You're like, I do chew my food. What do you mean? Like, how else could I eat my food if I'm not chewing it? But do you chew it thoroughly? Thoroughly. Again, thoroughly. So, guys, we are living in a society that is always on the go. Like, we're grabbing food for our morning breakfast on the go, eating in the car. We're going to fast food restaurants and going through the drive-thru, and it's again eating in the car while driving, because we're all so fast-paced. We barely have enough time for lunch breaks, and even when we do have time for lunch, we're sitting at our desk and we're eating. And what are we doing? We're scarfing that thing down, right? Because we feel like we just don't have enough time, so we're scarfing our food down. We're scarfing it down so much that once it hits our stomach, our brain doesn't even have time to process what just happened. It's like, okay, I think she just ate, but I'm not really sure. You know what I mean? Like, we have to slow down and be mindful when we're eating. And that means actually taking the time to enjoy your food and thoroughly chew. Now, this means you should be chewing at least 20 to 30 times a bite. And I know that sounds like a lot. But you have to understand, guys, that when you eat your food, this starts the digestive process. Like, saliva is being secreted with enzymes that start to break down that food, right? Also, hi, Rachel. Hey. So, also, the teeth, the chewing, that also breaks down your food. When you swallow your food, you should have no solid particles. It should feel like a liquid when you swallow it. That's how it should be. Right? Because we have to think, like, since this is a process that's getting our body ready to fully digest our food, like, we want to make sure that we're giving our body the best chance it has to digest it properly. So if we have, like, food particles that haven't been fully chewed and it's making its way to the bacteria in our gut, what do you think our bacteria are going to have to do? They're going to have a harder time breaking it down. And not to say that they can't break it down, they can, but this may also cause some discomfort and also some bloating and excess gas if that's something that you're regularly doing and you're not chewing thoroughly. Hopefully, does this make sense, guys? Thumbs up if it is. Let me know. All right. And last but not least, number 3 is, of course, we're right in smack dab in the middle of a water challenge. Well, we're not in the middle. We just started today. So, if you haven't hopped into the water challenge yet, I suggest you do that right there. But you guys need to be drinking enough water as well. We need to be drinking enough water, right? Because we need to make sure that things are flowing through our system properly. Because when we get backed up and we're constipated, again, bacteria starts to digest the food and it creates excess gas, but the gas has nowhere to go because the poop chute is clogged up. Now, type in the chat, how many meals do you eat a day? Let me know. Let me know. You guys better type in that chat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many meals? Let me know. Do. Okay, LaQuisha, you got 2. Awesome. Any of you guys? 2 to 3, Sabrina. Awesome. 3 meals. Nice, Nikki. Perfect. Thank you guys. Okay, Rachel, 2 to 3. Awesome. So, 1 snack. Okay, awesome. So, you eat 2 to 3 meals a day? For me, 2. Okay, nice. So, you eat, I see how you, okay, awesome. You eat 2 to 3 meals a day. Guess what? You should be eliminating 2 to 3 times a day. You should be pooping 2 to 3 times a day if you're eating 2 to 3 meals a day. Now, I know that's really excessive for most people. Like, I don't do that. But we should at least, it's something to think about. So, we should at least be, though, eliminating pooping once a day, guys. Once a day. And drinking water can help us do that, right? We want the system to flow nicely. As adults, we are made up of 50 to 60% water. We need water for a lot of things, like it's inside of our cells, it's inside of our blood, it's inside of our intestines, right? So we want the water that we drink to help move poop through. Because if we don't, we know we get constipated, right? We want that system to be slippery, like a slippery slide. So make sure you're getting in enough water. Now, for women, this is about 2.2 to 2.7 liters a day. Now, more specifically, that's about your weight divided by 2 in ounces a day. Now, of course, if you're living in a warmer climate or if you're more active or less active, that changes. Also, the types of foods that you're eating, if they're very dehydrating, that might mean you might need some more water. And also, if you're eating foods that are hydrating, that might mean you need, excuse me, I just burped. That might mean you need less water. I know you guys probably think I'm like crazy sometimes. That's okay. I'm like this in real life. So we need to be hydrating our body thoroughly. Now, in the Drink More Water Challenge, we are drinking at least 2 liters a day, right? And I say at least 2 liters because sometimes when you give a larger number, people want to like go like all the way to like excess. And I just want to make sure people aren't going overboard with that. So those are my 3 tips to help you out with bloating. Tammy, you love it. Yay. So guys, just to recap, make sure that you're upping your fiber intake. Make sure that you're chewing your food thoroughly. And 3, make sure that you're drinking enough water, which leads me to the Drink More Water Challenge. If you're not in that challenge yet, I suggest you hop in it because it's going deep. We just started today and we have 13 more days. So you still have time to get in on the fantastical fun. So I'm going to post the link up above and in the comments below. So look out for that. And thank you guys for watching. All right. See you guys. Bye.